Hello everybody, this should be a fun showcase today, an introduction to a new Lamley partner. What you're looking at right now circling around is the EK Honda Civic from Tomica Limited Vintage. I have shown that here on video before and definitely on the blog. I have a pretty extensive Tomica Limited Vintage collection. It grows every month with every monthly release and I love showcasing these. I think it is the best 164 diecast on the planet. But that's Tomica Limited Vintage. There's also Tomica. Now that's a very classic Tomica box. Probably more current Tomica box is this one that I've had in my collection, or at least in a drawer for a long time, and I haven't even opened it. It's cellophane wrapped still. This is a Toyota Land Cruiser pickup. I have gotten so many questions from you about Tomica. They're like, John, if you show Tomica Limited Vintage, what about Tomica in general? Just the standard Tomica Hot Wheels / Matchbox-like line that's been around for as long as any of these diecast makers out of Japan. So, I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm just going to get to it. This is a box I just got from my friend Jeff Koch. You might know Jeff Koch for a lot of different reasons. One of them in the diecast world is that he is the toy pimp. And he sells a lot of Japanese cars on Instagram, and there is a link down below to his Instagram feed, the toy pimp. And he just sent me, he said, let me send you a bunch of Tomica that you can learn about and showcase. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break away. I'm going to pull all these out and I'm going to show you what I've got. All right, Jeff went all out. This is a whole slew of fairly recent 2018, 2017 releases from Tomica. So I've separated them. Non-Japanese cars, utility cars, Japanese sports cars, and Japanese like street standard cars. So let's walk through this bunch right over here. You can see this might even be a nice ratio of what Tomica does. They release 2 models a month. So look at this. First off, you see the color is different. Second, you might notice one's a sedan and the other is a hatchback. This is a special limited edition. Not only did they change the color, they changed the casting. They did a whole new casting just as a special edition by making the hatchback. There's only one way to know, especially for those of us who don't speak Japanese or can read Japanese, of knowing which one is the special edition. It has to do with the parentheses. You can see that this, I assume, is right below Subaru Impreza. I would think the Japanese writing for Subaru Impreza. This parentheses in addition to that means special edition or something like that. But this is the one he did send me, the one special edition. I'm going to open that up here in a second. But that's what they do. So what's going to happen moving forward, and I will try and explain this as quickly as possible, is that when Tomica releases their new batch for each month, every Saturday, every third Saturday, Jeff, the toy pimp, orders a bunch. He's going to send me some to feature, and if you guys like them, you can go to him and buy them. Some of them go a lot faster than others, and a lot of times he will get these limited editions if that is what you want. And I want to showcase him. So I thought it would be, I've known Jeff forever, thought it would be cool to partner up with him and get the word out on these Tomicas, especially for those of you who are not in Japan. And then there's going to be some you want, some you don't. We can talk about them. You can say what you like, what you don't. But let's walk through these utility cars. First, Toyota Sienta. You can see some of these you might be familiar with, others maybe not. Nissan Note. Daihatsu Cast. Toyota Estima. It looks like a minivan. Toyota Passo. Mazda CX-5. We did just see Matchbox's version of that coming soon. Honda Fit. Maybe car guys go, I can't get into the Honda Fit, but there's other cars you can get into. Honda S660. And the last of the utility cars, Mini John Cooper Works, Nissan Leaf, and the Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. Here are the Japanese sports cars that Jeff sent. All of these I will open. All of these I will photograph at least. Subaru BRZ, Honda Civic Type R. We've seen a lot of those. Mazda Roadster. We know it as the Miata here. 2017 Nissan GTR. Honda NSX. Acura NSX here, but Honda NSX in Japan. Lexus ISF CCSR. I should open that one. And then the Toyota 86. All right, I said Japanese utility cars. Like the Land Cruiser JF Road Service car. FJ Cruiser, that might be just more of an off-roader. Nissan Elgrand Road Patrol car, and the NV200 New York City Taxi. I might have to open that one. You would think that they do primarily Japanese cars, and they do, but they do others as well, like the Abarth 124 Spider, Lamborghini Aventador, LP700 Ford Dubai police car. I should open that one too. Ford GT concept car, Mercedes AMG GTR. Cool to see the new Audi R8. We're going to have to open that one. And American cars too, like the Chevrolet Camaro. So I'm going to break away, open some of these up. We'll have a look-see at these, get an example of what these models are like. We'll talk about what I like, what I don't like. You can see the same in your comments. Okay, so how does it look? Well, you just open up the box. I love die-casted as package. This is how I grew up with Matchbox. It means that you can also, it's very easy to open. They come in this plastic bag. And there is your model. That is the Subaru Impreza. Here's the thing about Tomica. We'll maybe talk about this as we go through the models. But there is that Subaru Impreza. That is the standard release. If you remember, there it is. No parentheses. They even put the scale on the box. This is 163 scale. They obviously can't do it all specific to 164, only because they got to fill the box, right? So while that is going, let's do the Subaru, the special edition. The parentheses are on the box. All right, let's walk through a few. This will give you a variety. I'm going to start with this one with the special edition as you look at it, because this has what they probably consider their street wheels. They're kind of standard, basic wheels. They are thin. They are very toy-like, and they've been this style for a very long, long time. In fact, here's that Civic from, what, 20 or 30 years ago? And the wheels are very, very similar. In fact, here, I'll just go up nice and close. Civic Impreza. They have not updated their wheels. I mean, they've done some, but they have more of a sport wheel now that they use. But that is part of the appeal, I think, for a lot of people of Tomica, is they still kind of consider themselves toy-like. They don't do any crazy decos. All of these are based on actual vehicles or actual cars, and but they're toy-like. This is the Ford GT concept car. I don't know what the difference between the concept is and the actual Ford GT, but here, this is one of the reasons I've always stayed away from Tomica, is I just didn't like the wheels. I thought they were a little toy-like, and I'm one who likes realism. That's why I went to Tomica Limited Vintage as opposed to Tomica. But when you open these, there's a few things you notice. Number one, the castings. Look at that pillar there, which Hot Wheels wasn't able to do it that complete. The castings are complete. They're heavy, and while I don't like the wheels that much, the weight to these models is fantastic. They are high quality models. The Abarth 124 Spider. The artwork is always the real car. There is the Spider. I think for those of you who are customizers, you could take the wheels off of this thing and put on different ones, and you'd have something that I think you'd be super, super fond of, because all the details are here. Honda Nsx. Now that I have these in hand, I have to say I'm digging them. I'm digging them. There is a definite charm to these models. Mercedes AMG GTR. We've seen that from Tarmac Works. This one is a little different because it is a toy version, has opening doors. This is the Chevy Camaro, 166 scale. Again, if you're into the Camaro, there's your wheels, but focus on all the details in the body. It's darn near perfect. I mean, look at that front grille. Is that not awesome? Look at all the details there. Audi R8. Majorette has done this Audi. Of course, Tarmac Works has done it. Audi R8 tends to sit wide, and this body sits wide. All the details are there. That's the crazy thing. if they did some low profile wheels or something, all the details, they're pretty awesome. I'm really excited to start showing these, and I'm really excited to photograph them. Here is the Lexus IS FCCSR. It's a race car. I think I'm just gonna. You might watch as I do these videos more and more and more. They'll just grow on me. These cars. These have not changed over time. These are old school. This is like what Matchbox used to be. There's a little bit of classic Matchbox, a little classic Hot Wheels. Here's the Lamborghini Aventador police car. These are proper toy cars. I'll say that. And here's the last one I'm going to show you. This is the Nissan New York Taxicab, the NV200. Look at all the detail. That's a toy car. That is tremendous. Looks like that door opens. Should I look? Oh, it slides. Check that out. It slides. Okay, that's awesome. But these are cool. I'm going to say it. I like it. Those of you who said, come on, John, it's been a while. You should have jumped in a long time ago. I should have. I'm excited to have this relationship with the Toy Pimp. He's definitely worth contacting on Instagram. That's the best way to buy from him. And like I said, the link is below. So thanks to Jeff for providing these models. We'll be moving forward each month with more Tomica. Let me know what you want to see in pictures or in another video highlight or video showcase. We'll talk to you later, everyone. Bye.